Hi guys. So I needed to make this video because I've seen a lot of posts in Facebook groups and on Facebook and Instagram and a lot of different places talking about ISIS. I'm sure most of you already know, but for those of you who don't know, ISIS is basically a terrorist organization, and the main reason why we are going back into Iraq, and if you don't know, I would highly suggest that you do some more research on them and on what's going on, what the US is doing, because research is your best tool, and don't take it from an army wife. Go ahead, do your own research and learn the facts. But I did want to talk about something that's very important and which has been really important to me from the very beginning, and that's OPSEC and PERSEC. For those of you who don't know, OPSEC is Operation Security, and it's basically what keeps our troops safe. It's what helps them get from point A to point B safely, make sure that everyone gets there and that there's no problems. So this is something that I feel all military family members and spouses should practice because it's for the good of our service members and also for your own safety. And so the main things that you need to remember with OPSEC is you don't want to say when anything is going to be happening, such as deployments, trainings, anytime that there is any type of troop movement. You don't want to say when they're going to be there, how long they're going to be there, when they're coming home, nothing like that. You don't want to say dates or times. I tend to go with the rule of just if someone asks when Eli is coming home or how long he's going to be gone, I'll give them a general time frame, but I will never tell anyone the exact time of when he is coming home. So you don't want to say where, you don't want to say who, as far as you don't want to tell them the unit that your spouse is in. You don't want to tell them any names or ranks, unless you're communicating with someone from like the FRG. Even then you don't really want to talk about it. It's really important to keep this stuff secret in order to keep them safe. You don't want to say where they're going. You don't want to say where they're coming from, where they're going, where they're going to be any time in between there. You don't want to say anything about the locations. Regardless of if your Facebook profile is on private or you think that no one's listening or no one's watching, they very well may be, and there are people out there who are very smart and can get around things like a private Facebook profile or hack into your messages, or there's even ways that they can watch your cell phone. So you want to be very careful about what you're saying and who you're saying it to, because people could use that information to harm your spouse or your service member, and we don't want that. We want to make sure that everyone stays safe, that everyone gets to where they need to be, and the best way to do that is to follow OPSEC, and I am a little bit of an OPSEC Nazi because I want my husband and everyone to come home safely and to get where they're going safely, and do my part to keep them safe. We're very lucky that we get the information that we do, and it's very important that we don't abuse that by talking to people about it, even if it's someone that you think is a military spouse, someone who has contacted you, or even someone that you know in person. You never know who they could give that information to or where it could get spilled out to, and so it's really important that you're careful who you talk about that stuff with and where you talk about it. The other part of this video is the PERSEC part of it, which I'm not sure if that's actually like an official term, but I've heard it used kind of between military spouses to talk about personal security. And while your spouse is gone, it's not only important to keep them safe, but you need to keep yourself safe as well. And this is the number one reason why I felt it was necessary to make this video, because the articles that have been going around that I've seen have talked about ISIS members have been told to go to the houses of U.S. military families and kill them. it's so important that you're careful about what you post on social media. Not only do you not want to post when your spouse is gone for their safety, but for yours as well. You don't want people to know that you're home alone. You don't want people to know, even if you go on vacation, you don't want them to know that no one is home. So you need to take steps to protect not only your spouse, but yourself as well. You need to be aware of your surroundings when you're going out grocery shopping, or anytime you leave the house. You need to be aware of your surroundings while you're at home. If there's anything suspicious or that makes you feel uncomfortable, you need to call the police and make sure that everything is safe for you, and if you have children, for them as well. You want to make sure that you keep your doors locked. Lock your car doors as soon as you get in the car, so no one has the ability to get in the car with you or take you from the car. Look in your back seat before you get in the car. Look under your car before you go near it. If there's anything that, if you come home and your door is open, you think, oh, maybe I just forgot to lock the door. Maybe you did just forget to lock the door, but be safe and be careful. And it's better to be safe than sorry, especially, I don't know if it's true whether or not ISIS members have been told to do this, whether or not there is a real threat. That's kind of a political thing. I don't want to get into it, but whether or not that's a real threat, it's still important for you to keep yourself and your family safe. Use common sense, lock the doors, lock the windows if anything doesn't feel right or anything doesn't look right. If there's a suspicious person hanging out by your car or by your door. If you come out from the mall at night or even during the day and there's someone by your car that makes you feel uncomfortable, go get mall security to walk you to your car. That's okay. So you need to be careful. Do not post on Facebook when your spouse is gone. Do not post on Facebook where you live. Don't check in anywhere. I know there's something on Facebook where you can check in places. Don't do that. Just be smart and be safe. And if you do that, we don't have anything to worry about. People are getting pretty shaken up about this whole ISIS thing. And, we should follow these rules anytime, not just when we feel that there's a threat from someone harming us, because the reality is there could always be someone there who wants to harm us. And, as military families and, just people in general, we're all one big family and we need to keep each other safe. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because I know people are freaking out about this. I know people are really shaken up, but if we, follow OPSEC and PERSEC, then the likelihood of something happening to us in our own homes is gonna go down a lot. And so just be smart and, take care of your family, and don't post things on social media because you never know who's watching. Don't talk about things on the phone because you don't know who's listening. And so just by using common sense and following, the simple rules of OPSEC, and by following your gut and using your instincts, then you'll be safe, you'll be okay. Another thing that I've seen warnings on is if you wear any clothing that says Army Wife or anything along those lines, or if you have a bumper sticker on your car that says Proud Army Wife or U.S. Army or anything like that, those are things that people can use to target you. Basically what that's telling people is that your spouse is gone a lot, they may or may not be home, you could be alone, and that right there makes you a target. So if I were you, if it were me, I don't have anything like that, but if it were me, I would take those things off my car, not wear those clothes in public, do everything to protect myself and my family. So I just wanted to make a video and talk to you guys about it. A lot of these things I never thought about until Eli went into the Army, because I was never alone or never vulnerable. And so it's important to remember these things, and remember that even if you think that things are safe, it never hurts to be extra safe, and take those extra steps to ensure the safety of your family and yourself. So I love you guys. I just want you to be safe. I want everyone to be okay in their homes. I want everyone your service members to get to and from where they need to be and be safe while they're there. And I want you to be safe in your own home. So I just wanted to make this video and give you guys some reminders, and you know, be safe, do your research, know the facts, because it'll keep you from a lot of stress and anxiety if you know what's actually going on. So stay alert and stay safe and keep everyone safe. So I love you guys. Bye.